Hey, how's it going everyone? Andrew Abaria here, and in this video I want to share with you some insights I have about triangle pose. Now, just quick disclaimer, in this video series, as I point out certain things I'm noticing about people's body positioning or their movement choices, I'm not necessarily saying that any of these choices are wrong or bad. In this video, actually, I'm going to talk about what happens, for example, when you focus just on putting your hand to the floor in triangle, which I find that a lot of beginners kind of make their one and only intent, which is totally fine, right? Because as you go in awareness, you start noticing that that isn't the only choice you can make. And so this video series is really about expanding your awareness that every choice you make will yield a certain result, and that all approaches to triangle pose, or any pose for that matter, are not going to produce the same set of benefits. So let's get into this video. Because of the choice that I'm guessing this guy is making here with putting the hand to the floor, the main benefit of that choice is getting the hamstring stretch. And I find that when beginners do triangle pose, or anyone really does triangle pose, the most obvious benefit is just getting that front leg, the back of the front leg, to open up. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's better than sitting on the couch doing nothing, right? And not getting a hamstring stretch. But what I'm posturing here in this video is that if you only focus on getting your hand to the floor, you're neglecting some other parts of the body where you could be receiving benefit. So here's a few examples. I can see here that the underneath side of the chest is not as open, it's not as developed, it's not as vibrant, it's not as awakened. So you're not getting that full spinal extension and then getting enough movement there to kind of turn the thoracic chest open on the right side of the body. Another interesting thing that I've really noticed with my practice with triangle pose is that you can get a serious psoas stretch, right? Because a lot of people think, oh yeah, it's all about this front leg. But you can get a serious psoas stretch if you can get this part of your body, right? Basically everything except that back leg in the same plane. Now I get it, unless you're like Cirque du Soleil or you're like super flexible, you will not get your chest to truly revolve open to get it in alignment with this front leg. But getting even close to that allows the potential for you to then push the top of that thigh back, right? And because that back leg is out of the sort of neutral plane that the rest of the body is in, that's where you get the benefit. So I'm gonna show you quickly another picture here that helps to demonstrate what happens when you make the choice, you're being mindful, you're making the choice to not put the hand to the floor, okay? And we can see here in this example that the hand is not to the floor, but it does allow for more of a lift, spinal elongation, and most importantly, this part of the chest is vibrantly opening. So let's see if we can get both shots here in this picture, or at least I'll toggle back and forth. And you know what? I'm just gonna undo all of these marks so you can see what's going on. And the reason why I'm doing this, you guys, is because this is what I teach in my yoga teacher training, Yoga Masterminds. And this skill of just being able to say, hey, can I see the differences in people's bodies is super important. I think it's like the #1 skill you need as a teacher, right? To say, hey, can I quickly see what's going on in this person's body versus this person's body? And can I give the appropriate cue to help both people? Now, we won't get into that into this video, but I'm just sharing with you that this is the reason why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this to over-intellectualize yoga. I'm doing this because this is a pragmatic skill that you're gonna need as a teacher. Can you quickly identify that this yogi is not articulating enough through the underneath side of his chest? And can you see here that this person is? And what is the culprit? Why is that happening? I'm posturing here in the video. It's because the hand is down on a block here versus the hand is down on the floor here. And that's limiting the set of benefits that you can get in triangle pose. So I'll stop there for this video. I'm interested to hear you guys' thoughts on triangle pose and if putting the hand on the floor actually produces different benefits for you versus putting the hand on a block or on your shin, or definitely just higher up away from the ground. Again, with all of this, it doesn't matter what I'm saying. It matters more that you do the work, that you are trying this out with your body, and that you're spreading what you've learned in your body with others. That's the whole philosophy behind my yoga teachers training program, Yoga Masterminds, that it's not intellectualizing this. This is not a discourse where you just consume information and then repeat it back to other people. There needs to be a step in the middle where you get this work in your bones. You feel it in your body. You're confident because you can feel it. And that's why I laugh when people say Yoga Masterminds is all about intellect. It's not about intellect, it's about doing. It's about doing the work. It's about feeling. It's feeling it in your body. And I hope this video inspires you to get up, do triangle pose in different ways, and feel that you get different benefits depending on the approach you take with how to move into triangle. So leave some comments in the section below. I'm interested to hear how this works out for you. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, and I'd love it if you could subscribe to this channel. It helps me to understand what kind of content really resonates with you all. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.